Hi, this is Preetika Rao. I'm an actor from India, and today I'm going to be talking about necklines and wrinkles, also very popularly known today as tech neck. Why? Because it's caused by technology, So we'll find out about that. So today I'm going to be speaking all about it with my dermatologist, Dr. Sharmila Nayak. Welcome, doctor.
Hi, Preetika.
Coming to this topic of necklines and neck wrinkles, which I think are exceedingly becoming very common because people are looking into their cell phones all the time. They're looking down all the time, hunching their shoulders, and then, the crease line that keeps forming all the time becomes more and more prominent and deeper as the months pass. Can you tell us something about how are necklines formed, at what age are they formed, and how can we tackle it?
Right. So it's a very important topic in today's time. There is a little bit of awareness happening around this tech neck, as we call it. Yeah. So if I start with how our neck is, so when we look at our skin, the skin on our face, our neck is slightly different. So the thinnest skin is around our eyes, and then you see even your neck has a little thinner skin. So invariably, as we are aging, you would see the first signs of aging around the eyes, and then you would also start seeing that the neck has started showing some signs of aging. What is the age? Of course, nowadays when we talk about aging of neck, the signs of neck aging have been accelerated. So you can see the neck showing lines at an earlier age. Youngest client that I have seen in my clinic is somewhere in the age group, like somewhere in early 20s. What we used to see some years back was probably mid 30s. Earliest, maybe I would say 32-year-old would come with some complaints about neck showing crepey skin or those little lines on the neck. These are called horizontal lines. Now, tech neck is something where you see it happening because of the continuous bending down. When we are looking at our screens, our iPads, we are looking down and watching continuously. A, the posture has changed. B, the neck, why it's also aging is because, do you know that the screens on our phone emit HEV light? It's also called as the blue light. So when the lockdown had happened, we used to have people coming and saying, there's no sun exposure, but why is my skin getting a little darker? Why do I see some signs of aging happening? Because the screen exposure replaced the sun exposure. And yes, it is happening at a very faster rate. Not only are the lines being developed, but some people start seeing that the skin around the upper neck or the double chin has started occurring. Not necessarily because there's development of fat, it's just the posture being changed.
Okay.
So tech neck has started earlier. Necklines, which are because of aging, can happen post 30s. So neck aging can also be because of weight loss, excess weight loss. So some people lose fat from even the neck. There's a very thin layer of fat on the neck. And when they lose that protective fat pad, you would see that the neck also starts showing thinning. And there's certain amount of crepey skin, we call. Crepey is like papery like skin.
Right.
So loose skin, sagging of skin, jawline getting a little blunt because the neck muscles are getting a little overactive. And there are horizontal lines which people develop.
Okay. So would you say that using any anti-aging creams would help?
Yes, but if it is a tech neck we are talking about, there has to be an effort put in from all of us who are continuously on the phones to do a slight posture change. I know it's easier for us to bend down and start looking at our phones and typing, but if we could just start making a conscious effort of just lifting up that phone, minimize the usage whenever you feel you could. Of course, it's become a part of our system now. We are always on the phones. Protection, prevention, correction. These are three elements I always talk about.
Right.
So prevention is by making the correct change. If we talk of tech neck, aging of neck, be it because of technology overuse, or because of aging. So then you need to invest in a good anti-aging cream. So I always have a question where people say, will the anti-aging cream I use on my face, would it work on neck? Of course, yes, it would. But there are also certain neck anti-aging creams which have a very measured dose of vitamin A, which is retinol, along with ceramides and certain ingredients, because you want to also keep the neck a little more hydrated.
So that's what we have to look out for.
Yes. So retinoids, maybe some antioxidants and ceramides. So these are things which you could start applying in the night on your neck area with a gentle massage. So that is, and when I say gentle, meaning is just very gentle, not like a rubbing around the neck or dragging the skin down.
So there was a Chinese lady who told me that these are the strokes for the neck.
Until upward. Isn't that true even for your face?
Coming to this topic of anti-wrinkle creams for the neck, can any market anti-aging cream be picked up and used, or do we have to be, like, I personally would use an Ayurvedic anti-aging cream because I'm very particular that I go for brands that say they're less chemicals, less toxic, and I see so many random chemicals in a market, in a supermarket anti-aging cream that's available so easily on the shelves. So what would you suggest? Like, is it okay to just buy any of these anti-aging creams?
Okay, so again, very, very interesting question and inputs. So when I look at anti-aging creams, there are certain anti-aging creams which are formulated with active ingredients. So when I say chemicals need not be toxic, harmful chemicals, you are looking at active ingredients, least preservatives, something which suits our skin type, less irritating. So when you look at neck or face anti-aging creams, you need to look something which is specific for your skin type. But neck, generally, neck would always be a little more on the normal to dry side. So you need to use a cream which would have actives like I already mentioned, maybe antioxidants with retinols. Nowadays, you also get plant-based retinol products which are work wonderfully well. When we go to the other part, which are not those over-the-counter products, so you need to take help. Suppose it's a mild grade, prevention is what you're looking at. You could look at picking up a good brand with least chemicals and good active ingredients, which are anti-aging ingredients. And when you look at the pharmaceutical or a medical grade, then you seek help from your doctor or a dermatologist especially. Just ask them. You need not even go and say, okay, I need to do a procedure or a consultation. Ask them, what is a good anti-aging cream, doctor, for me? And then we do prescribe you certain active ingredients, creams, which would help you in the long run for prevention.
Okay, and some of them who don't have easy access to a dermatologist, would you suggest them to use these creams that declare that they are dermatologically approved?
So when we say dermatologically approved, you need to know which are the ones who actually claim and which are backed by science. Okay, but look at safer ingredients. Look at ingredients which are non-irritating. Don't go in for something which claims everything. Like they'll have a blend of 10 actives, 5 actives. Don't layer too many products because you might use an ingredient which might be not blending with your retinols. So choose ingredients which would have alpha hydroxy acid, which would have probably plant-based retinols, vitamin enriched creams. So just use those. There are plenty of them available, but choose wisely. Choose brand which is backed by claims which are certified and which are backed by science.
What about anti-cellulite oils? Can one use it on the neck?
No. When you talk of anti-cellulite in its true sense, it is meant for fat herniation or those deeper fat cells, which are meant for body areas, like those thicker body areas. If you talk arms, lower stomach, buttocks and thighs, it is specifically designed for those regions.
Body lotions, like a lot of women use body lotions and then they repeat it on their, the
Neck.
neck. Is that safe?
That is safe if you are using a good quality hydrating body lotion or cream. You could use it. But my take on it is, I always say neck is an extension of your face.
Right.
So why don't we use our face product on our neck? Be it your sunscreen, be it your serum, be it your anti-aging cream. Just make sure that you're extending it and showering some love on your neck too.
Do you have any procedures for these necklines?
Yes. So basically, when I look at correction and prevention procedures, which are absolutely safe, they are long-lasting procedures, do help. So mildest would be, first of all, the home care kit that we advise our clients, which would be your anti-aging creams along with a protection during the daytime, which would probably be a moisturizer with an SPF. And when we come to treatments, just doing something very gentle like a photofacial, which just helps rejuvenate the skin, along with the radio frequency, it works wonders on your neck, and even it gives you, like how you youngsters say, the snatched jawline. Right. So that works wonders by stimulating collagen. Now, once the lines have formed and you really are bothered by it and you want to reverse it, then you need to do procedures like lasers, which would probably stimulate new skin cells. PRP works wonders, be it the face lines, be it your neck, it regenerates new skin cells. Now, my favorite is a skin boosting ingredient, which I infuse into the neck, into the under eye at times. It has pure hyaluronic with growth factors, with vitamins and peptides. And we just infuse it into the area, and in 1 to 2 sessions, you not only see the lines getting softer, but you also see the skin getting so much younger and supple. When the lines are more deeper and you want a little better result, then you have BOTOX, which is done in a different technique. So that is called micro or meso BOTOX. So that also helps in eliminating those lines and wrinkles. So there is a wide array of treatments which are not only safe, but they are proven and backed by science, and they are long-lasting procedures.
Would you ask a lady in her 20s to go in for these procedures, or would you ask her to wait until she gets into her 30s or maybe like 40s?
Okay, so the world is changing very fast, right? So what we used to do in our 30s, now we do it in our 20s at times. But yes, if there is no need, I would probably look at the individual and say, do you want to prevent the lines? If she's in her early 20s, maybe she's just seeing some signs either because of overusage of technology, or she has lost weight, or is it a genetic predisposition? And then I would guide her, like I said, like I would first tell her the cause and the trigger zone, and then I would give her preventive measures. But late 20s, sometimes what would happen in maybe mid 30s is happening at the age of maybe 29 or 30. I would probably put her on some milder devices rather than straight away jump into injecting someone.
More of the creams and
Maybe a mild radio frequency which just stimulates the collagen. And then see, the earlier you start, the better the results are. So I have had 2 clients in the lockdown period where she was approaching 30 and she could see she lost weight, there was stress, there was overusage of phone, and she could see the neck aging a little faster. And we just did 2 treatments. Believe me, she did not need anything else for the last 2 years. She's still doing good.
Great.
So yes, it has to be justified. It's not just age related, it's also need related.
That's why I think it's more important to choose the right dermatologist, because I've gone to dermatologists who've advised me, given me such bad advices. Like they've said, go in for a BOTOX right now. And I'm like, I don't want to go. And that's when I used to consult Dr. Sharmila, and she used to say, no way, you don't need it. I really believe and have a lot of faith in Dr. Sharmila, because over the years, whenever I've had any minor or whatever like problem with my skin and I've gone to her for consultation, she is not the doctor who has asked me to, I'll do a procedure, I'll do something to you. She's always said, no, let's wait, because your case is different. It's just stress or, like a lot of maybe sun damage and overwork. So just give it some time. So on that note, thank you very much, doctor, for being on my show once again and giving us your valuable time and your knowledge.
Pleasure is mine, Preetika.
Most welcome. And guys, we will be coming up with many episodes on skin, hair, and all of that. So stay tuned to my episodes. Subscribe, like, put your comments. If there are any questions you have for Dr. Sharmila, please put in your questions. We will answer them in the coming episodes. Lots of love.